from your perspective, now being in this seat for Press Inspire, how does an agency succeed in 2025, keep that continuity, grow, and keep those long term relationships going so everyone around you can be successful?
Great question. I've always believed agencies love Venn diagrams, right? And so I kind of see purpose and performance as a Venn. I would say in the past, especially when it was about purpose-driven marketing, a lot of clients saw that as a campaign, tactic, if you will, or an opportunity. But I saw it more as a strategic filter, something that really focused on not only why you exist, and I'm a huge Simon Sinek fan on what he's done for the industry when it comes to starting with your purpose. But I think our time has also evolved into what I'm calling brand promise, which is the day-to-day promise that you're making with your customer, because that's going to ultimately be the way that you build loyalty, right? And purpose, while it's a wonderful experience to do the golden circle for your brand, sometimes it still feels like you're kind of staring at your belly button. You're kind of creating a purpose that's internalized for why you exist, but is it really important to the people that are buying your products? And I think that's when promise starts to evolve a little bit more. I'm not saying purpose, throw a baby out with bathwater, because it does serve a purpose. But I think promise is something, especially right now, that is enduring, especially during moments of challenge, whether it be inflation, price sensitivities, recalls, etc. A lot of people will continue to support the brand that makes a promise for them, even though that brand may have misstepped or it might have had, a recall issue. And so I mentioned this before. I think what really makes agencies thrive with key clients is becoming those indispensable strategic partners, um, going beyond the ask, thinking about the business before a challenge even arises. Again, I think sometimes, especially in case stories, like when we tell clients our experience and how we've helped other brands, I purposely use case stories versus case studies because, storytelling is so important. But sometimes agencies are quick to jump into, here's what we did for this brand. And sometimes you have to take a step back and say, no, here's what we solved for this brand. And it could be a campaign, or as you guys said before, it could be an ecosystem solution that's constantly, living and breathing because, that's what data is.